With me this afternoon from AdEPT Technology, pleased to welcome back Ian Fishwick. Ian, good to see you. Good afternoon.
You too, Andrew.
And first time we've spoken since the role was split. Previously chief executive, you've now moved into exec chairman.
Yeah, if you recall, I was founder and chief exec for almost 16 years, right? And at the end of 2018, we appointed Phil Race as the new chief exec, and I moved to exec chairman. And when you do that, I think the most important bit is you've got to have a very clear delineation of who does what, so you don't get in each other's way. So Phil runs the business and it integrates all the stuff that we buy, and I go back to doing what I've always done, which is go and find the deals, do the acquisitions. So in the new era, if we want to call it, this is the first acquisition since then.
An ACS Group. Tell us more.
Advanced Computer Systems. So this one's in Doncaster. So it's the third deal we've done in 9 months. So we had quite a spurt. Right now, if you just wind back, the last deal that we did in November was a business called ETS in Wakefield. So this is the second Yorkshire deal in a matter of months. So there's huge logic in doing that, because this is an IT managed service business. So suddenly we can attach that to the unified comms bit, and we've got a full capability now in Yorkshire. So that's the first logic to it. But the primary logic to it really was, if you remember, in August 17, we bought a business called Atomwide, and that gave us the whole of London Grid for Learning and 3,000 schools. Well, this helps us to go further out of London, because we've now got over 200 schools in South Yorkshire. So we're going to merge that in with our guys in Orpington to create an education division. So the logic is absolutely screaming on this one.
And the team at ACS, they'll be sticking around?
Yes, and it kind of shows you how long these deals take sometimes, because when we were first looking for a move into education, we saw a lot of education businesses, as you'd expect. So we first met these guys, the two brothers, Kevin and Mike, in December 16, and our view all the way through was, this is a really nice business. It was just a little bit too far away and a bit too small, kind of 5 million making one type size. So it's a great business, but it wasn't the first one. So we bought Atomwide, the first one, bedded it in, and now we're bringing in a second one.
And what would this mean for revenues?
It pushes up to somewhere in the region of about 60 million, and it'll take the employees to nearly 300. So for the first time, we are officially no longer an SME, small and medium-sized enterprise, because there's kind of three rules. There's the 40 million turnover, which we burst a long, long time ago. But you need to bust 2 out of the 3, and we were under 250 employees and had a small balance sheet. So we've been hanging with the employees, but now we've got under 300. I suppose, given that I was kind of 16, 17 years old, we're a teenager that's grown up.
How's it being financed?
As ever, we've done it with debt. We've pulled down another 5 million on the revolving credit facility, which is 50-50 funded by RBS and Barclays. So that makes it 40. And the logic of that's pretty straightforward, really. I mean, we could have raised equity, but why do you want to dilute the shareholders when you can get hold of debt at such low interest rates? And so long as the key bit's not the quantum of how much money you borrow. It's a bit like doing a mortgage. It's the salary multiplier in a mortgage. It's a bit the same in a business. It's the EBITDA to net debt ratio. And our view has always been, a bank will lend you 3 times, but as long as you keep under that and keep like 2.5, 2.6 when you do a deal, but you can get it down to under 2 within a year if you don't do another deal, then you're doing a very conservative approach to it. So this has not changed the strategy. And it kind of gives you an idea of, this has been over 2 years in the making. We have a lot of long-term relationships and almost like a pipeline of acquisitions, if you like.
Well, on that, what's next? How is the acquisition pipeline looking?
Well, I was on the train this morning having a look at a spreadsheet, and just in 2019, I've looked at 20 odd businesses already. And that kind of gives you an idea as to why we had to split the roles in terms of one person doing all the integration and somebody off doing the other bits, because you do have to kiss a lot of frogs. Right? And I used to say that we buy 1 out of every 12 businesses. I reckon it's going now to 1 out of every 15 or 16, the way we're going.
So getting more picky?
I think we can afford to get more picky, to be honest. There's no rush to do a deal, and it's got to be one that fits at the right price, because as you can see, there's plenty around.
And so this year, Ian, what's the theme at AdEPT?
Well, I think the next 3 or 4 months, after doing 3 deals in 9 months, we do need a breather. We do need to finish the integration of those. I think there's 2 big programs going. One in terms of the infrastructure. Every time you buy an IT business, everybody rents a bit of something in a data centre somewhere. And we're bringing all that back into a single infrastructure in Orpington, where we have a big data centre, and we'll have our own Nebula product set that does everything from nationwide MPLS connectivity all the way through to backups, disaster recovery, hosted desktop, cloud access, Microsoft, Azure, whatever fancy buzz names you want to use, AWS, the whole lot. It'll be the whole lot in one place. But once you've got all the products in one place, you've got to be able to sell them. So we're also putting in systems that will make it easier for all the sales guys to sell all of the products and do the cross-sell. So we need that piece of work for the next few months.
Right. Ian, good to catch up. Thank you.
Brilliant.